hello there.
Sup?
What you doing?
Sitting.
Oh, yeah? Me too. That's cool. We sit together.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And we're going to get back into some of these, what are they called? So, a collection of questions for deeper discussions.
Yeah, literally, that's the game is called So.
Mm-hmm. It's just a fun little card game where it's got a series of questions that we're going to take turns pulling and answering them. So, when we did this before we started it, we just to answer some of them.
We both answered.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Cool. She knows. She can read my mind. What am I thinking about?
Peanut butter. Are you not, though?
Yes. All right. We ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right.
Me first?
Yes. Also, make sure you guys... I can't talk today. Make sure you guys write in the comments below your answers to these questions, too. We like to hear yours.
Ready?
You ready? Ready.
When was the last time you saw... Or, sorry, my bad. When was the last time someone saw you cry?
When was the last time that someone saw me cry? It was you. A couple months ago. I think I had just an emotional break one day. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, probably last week when I was, like, stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably last week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I cry a lot. It's my stress mechanism.
It takes a lot, but it'll hit me sometimes. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Start off with the crying question. Fun. All right. So, what is one underrated quality you find attractive in a person?
Underrated?
Yeah, what is one underrated quality you find attractive in a person?
Define underrated. Like,
yeah, underrated quality that you find attractive in a person. Good hygiene. I don't know.
Is that underrated?
I don't know.
Knows how to make stuff. It's pretty attractive. Knows how to like make or fix stuff.
Creative.
That's underrated.
Because people are like, oh, I like their looks, I like their brains, I like this, I like that. I like when they're creative.
Okay. What's a common trait shared by everyone you've dated? Type B personality. Y'all.
Or, in Jen's case, had dark hair. But as far as me,
Nuh-uh.
all of your exes haven't had dark hair?
No, one of them was sandy brown.
Oh, okay. So what's the question? What's a common trait shared by everyone you've dated?
Yeah. Type B personality.
Female. No, everyone that I've dated, common, this is hard. I've dated an eclectic, I can talk.
You mean abundant?
Yes.
Amount of people?
No, we're not going to say abundant. That makes it sound like it's like a bazillion people.
I mean...
Eclectic, a variety. They've all been people.
Female people.
Yeah. No, honestly, they've all had goals of owning their own business.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How?
I was going to say that was not my goal, but then when you met me, I owned my own business, so...
But yeah, like, how productive they were at owning that is a completely different topic.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah. If you could be born in another era in history, which would you choose? Specifically history?
Mm-hmm.
Not future?
I think history.
90s. No, I was born in the 80s, so living in the 90s. Dang, I don't want to miss the 90s.
It's all about that 1890s. Ooh. No, this is hard because part of me, okay, so my personality-wise and my likes, I wish I was born in 2010. Because, or like late 2000s, because I would have known everything about everything, like, you know, comics are popular, video games are popular.
Yeah, that's
I would have been the
hard.
cool kid instead of bullied.
I guess I would say the 70s. I guess if I was born in the 70s, I wouldn't miss the 90s or the 2000s, obviously. I would get to be like a Gen Xer or whatever. And I feel like the 70s were a really interesting time. So, unless I had to pick like another era, and then I'm going to pick the 1700s because the classical music of that era was banging. So
When were dragons?
Never. Mythical.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have. I mean, if I'm gonna go all out, I want to live when there's like archers and knights and things like that. Like I want to live back then.
Okay.
Just
so you want
because.
to die early? Cool.
No, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be like, I'm a wizard. Look.
Wow.
Oh
my
like,
god. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Wait,
Someone,
was that me?
Yeah.
That
someone,
was me.
Someone probably just watched that. And go, how do you make his finger move? Welcome to the 80s. No. All right. So, when did you first learn about race, and how did that change the way you saw people?
That's a deep question. I grew up in a very, what's the word? Diverse area?
Abundant?
Diverse. I was saying you had a lot. I wasn't saying a variety. I grew up in an extremely diverse area. So learning about race was pretty much like par for the course. Like, you look around you and you go, oh, wow, we're all so different. And so your parents, your teachers, your community leaders, they all have to like teach you why and what it means and why it's so beautiful to share culture like that. And yeah. So really early, I can't pinpoint it, but like really early, like 5 years old maybe.
Yeah, I can say that I grew up, we grew up in the 80s, and I can't remember a time that there wasn't a variety of races around me. I grew up in a very urban environment, and like I remember Ivan was like one of my best friends in first grade, and he was black, and I had Miguel, who was Hispanic, and I had all these friends from like early on in my life. So race has never been a, oh my God, what is that thing to me? It's just, they're just different tones of me.
I think when you grow up in a diverse area, and your friends are made up of such a variety of cultural backgrounds, you don't really have the what is race conversation. You kind of just get taught, oh, yeah, you look this way and they look this way, but you have this much to share with each other, and that's cool. And you go, wow, that is cool. I
think from my growing up, I think I had a more like, I guess it'd be like a culture shock, because some of my friends had different religions. So that was a bigger shock to me than just someone's ethnic background. Not
so much in my area, because like it was really, really diverse. Like I think it was split like 50% were Christian, 25%, maybe even 30% were Jewish, and then the other 20% were like a few other religions. I know there was a big Buddhist population down where I was living. Yeah. So it's just, it's so interesting. But we grew up in very diverse areas and going, oh, my friends just don't look like me, and that's cool.
They got different hair and a different skin tone.
In other areas, race is a big conversation where you have to teach people, oh, I know everyone in our community is basically the same, but when you go out of this community, there's a difference. And so I don't know. I just consider myself really lucky to have grown up in such an area where I wasn't like any of my friends.
It really helped me understand that I have to be aware of everybody. So, yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. What's one weird belief you used to have when you were a kid?
Is this where we get into the conspiracy theories?
When you were a kid, not an adult.
Batman was real.
I mean, honestly, I was scared that there was a shark in the deep end of my pool. Does that count? I think one of my beliefs was that Star Trek was actually real. Like, exactly as it happened on Star Trek was real.
It's hard because, as a little kid, you believe a lot of things. But what was the question one more time?
What's one weird belief you used to have when you were a kid?
I don't know. That's hard because there's a lot of things that, like, a weird belief. Like, I believe that if I thought hard enough, I could fly.
I mean, yeah, I think all kids believe that there's superpowers. I did too.
I believe that there was superpowers. You watch enough stuff and you read enough about these superpowers, and then you see somebody who's like extremely good at this sport or this item, and you're like, well, then that's like a superpower, so maybe there's more.
Yeah.
So that'd be that.
I definitely used to believe that, like, one day the Enterprise was going to, like, violate the space-time continuum or temporal prime directive and come on and pick me up, and I was going to go on an adventure with them. Like, I actually really believed that when I was a kid, which is what's so beautiful about a child's imagination, you know?
Unicorns are real, by the way.
But birds aren't. Okay, just double checking.
Listening devices by the government.
He doesn't really believe that. He just really enjoys learning about conspiracy theories. Stop it!
We're going to hear a bird tapping on the window in a second. I'm going to be like... All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Sue, do you believe chemistry is inherent, or is it something you can develop over time?
Like with a person?
Yes.
I honestly believe it's inherent. Yeah, I believe you have to naturally have chemistry with someone. You can't really develop chemistry. You can develop friendship, you can develop love. Chemistry is different, and it doesn't happen like right away. You may not know that you have chemistry with a person or not for the first like 20 times you hang out with somebody, but eventually you realize that either you jive well together when you communicate, and I think the chemistry is within the communication, or you don't. So yeah, I think chemistry is just something that's natural between two people.
Absolutely.
Or multiple people.
I think chemistry comes along with like the way that charisma is like on stage.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people that just command a stage and they're not even trying. It's just who their personality is and how they command the stage. But that's the way it is with chemistry. There's sometimes you just click with somebody. You don't know why. You just feel it. You know?
Kind of just like, oh, wow, I just clicked with this person. Cool.
Like, I was, one time when I was younger, I was on a bus. And I was just goofing around with a guy that was like a couple seats over. And him and I were cool as can be. And then, like, we saw each other all the bus, never hung out or anything, but it was like he was just cool as can be.
Yeah.
And, like, we just had chemistry because we got along, but I don't think that we would have got along as friends. But we just clicked as far as joking.
But, like, take me and Christy, for example. Or, like, at first, we didn't really know. I guess I didn't realize that she and I would have such good chemistry together. But, like, she's one of my best friends now. And over time, we realized, like, oh, this works. We had to spend enough time together to realize, like, oh, bestie, I like you. This works. We can spend, like, 5 hours together, and we're just happy. We're fine. We're just chilling. But, like, other people, the chemistry's not quite there. Christy's just a good example of somebody where it happened, like, over time, and we didn't develop the chemistry. We just didn't notice it was there.
You just evolved the chemistry that was there.
We did, not even that. We just didn't interact enough in a friendship kind of way to really know whether or not we had any. We just kind of, like, businessed with each other. I was either her teacher or she was just one of my company minions, and then I started, like, driving her to rehearsal, and we started, like, having hour-long conversations, and it was like, oh, dang, I like this one. And she's like, I like you. And it's so funny because, like, on so many important topics, we're not that compatible. But we have chemistry. So.
Yeah. Was that mine or yours?
You.
No, I just did the chemistry.
What superpowers are probably more inconvenient than they are useful? Empathy. Being an empath would suck. Or even mind reading.
Oh, yeah.
Mind reading, because you don't want to know what some people think about you. How many insecurities would you have if every time you passed somebody they went, ugh, that shirt is so ugly? But in their head,
Yeah, they're sitting there and they're thinking like, oh, that shirt doesn't fit them right, and you're walking around all day like.
Yeah, reading other people's minds or emotions, not a convenient superpower, okay?
Being able to turn invisible but have to be naked to do it.
Oh.
Because think, when
the
you come back...
you come back, you're just naked.
Yeah.
That's it, you're just naked.
Yeah, I would say those two. I mean, there's probably other ones.
Oh,
Leave a
yeah.
comment below. Let us know which superpower you think.
I heard that there's this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they wrote about teenagers that develop superpowers that, like, are terrible and have bad side effects. I heard that there's this book.
I wonder where someone could get that book.
I'm pretty sure that they can get it on Amazon.
Oh, I wonder if there's a pathway to find it.
I wonder. Yeah, anyway. That was not planned. I just took the opportunity, all right? Don't even at me.
Link in the description.
Anyway, your turn.
Yes.
He says link in the description like I'm going to remember to put it there, but that's fine.
If not, just
Google
Amazon. So, what's a character trait you hope you'd never pass down to your kids?
Personality-wise?
A character trait.
Character trait. My workaholicness?
ADHD.
OCD. Oh, how about we just don't give them our mental issues?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ADHD and OCD. Let's.
Oh my God! Or what if we give them both?
No, because they do go hand in hand, and they're bad.
They are the laziest OCD person ever. They're like.
No, they actually do go together.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's not do that.
Yes.
Okay. Imagine we all had to start over on Mars, and you're responsible for choosing who gets to be part of humanity 2.0. How would you decide on who to accept?
Coin flips.
I can't answer this question on this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how would you decide on who to accept? Honestly, we're going to go with, let's say we have 100 spots, right? It's a big planet, but you got to start small somewhere. I'm going to see who can actually help grow that civilization the fastest.
Okay.
Scientists, agriculturists, things like that. We're going to do this intellectually.
Okay. I'm still not answering the question.
Chad's going to be like, flip a coin.
No. But
Nope.
I'm not answering the question.
Okay.
Your turn.
Yes.
Couple more.
So, it's your final 24 hours on Earth. You're in great shape and have limitless funds. What do you do?
Well, like, I'm leaving the planet tomorrow or leaving the planet tomorrow?
I like the fact that it's like, you're in great shape and have limitless funds. What do you do? Spend the last 24 hours to figure out how this can last longer?
Right? I don't know.
I mean, you don't want to travel because that's going to take up time.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to do a lot of good. If I have limitless money.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that. Literally that.
I'm
I'll
gonna-
just make sure that everyone else that's staying here, because I don't know how I'm leaving. Am I, like,
Poofing?
unaliving leaving or, like, taking
Are you going to Mars?
shuttle leaving?
Like, are you going to Mars?
Yeah, those
Like,
two questions kind of go together. Yeah, I would just give it all away.
just do
In
whatever I
that
could.
case, yeah.
Just sit there and be like, all right, let's just start going through people's mortgages.
Yeah.
Pay it off, pay it off, pay it off, pay it off.
Or, like,
Hospital bills,
yeah,
things
stuff
like that.
like that. Definitely. Your turn. Oh,
I
wait,
just
my
did.
turn.
Yep.
Okay, last two. What's one thing your exes probably miss about you? My money. Am I wrong?
Same. Same. I don't even have a lot of it. Never did. But they're going to miss it. Or they probably do miss it. Wow. We're not wrong, though. Ha-ha. All right. Ready for the next one? You okay?
Yeah.
So, come up with a new Olympic sport in which you would definitely medal. An Olympic sport in which you would definitely medal. Now, George Carlin said it's not an Olympic sport, or it can't be a sport.
No, he said soccer can't be a sport because you can't use your hands. Any sport where you can't use your hands can't be a sport. Tap dancing isn't a sport. I rest my case. That is his quote, mostly. I wouldn't medal in tap dance.
Yeah?
No, I wouldn't. I'm good. I'm not medal worthy. Not like I'm not good, but like I don't tap dance the way that you would need to in order to
Being Sean. I don't know. There's probably better Seans out there.
flirting.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. I would totally medal in flirting. For sure. I'm good at it.
Coming up with ideas.
But not seeing them through.
That's me. Thanks.
What?
You're not wrong, but
These
thanks.
are our friends watching.
Yeah, they're like, we know. It's Sean. But yeah, that'd be what I'd medal in. So some of those were pretty deep, and some of them were fun. Mm-hmm. So
this was fun. We have so many more to go through, so we have a few more videos coming. You can see the rest of the stack. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, make sure you answer those questions in the comment below, but write out the question that you're answering, just so we're not like,
yeah.
what?
So we're like, which one did that answer?
But thanks for hanging out with us. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you enjoyed just funny things, hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much. But thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And we're out of here. Bye.